Night is coming quickly. The stars are on their way. As I stare into the evening, looking for the words to say, but I saw the lonely soldier, just a boy that's far from home. And I saw that I was just like him, all upon this earth I roam. And there may not be any big parades if I ever make it back, as I come home undercover to a world that can't keep track of the heroes who have fallen, let alone the ones who won't. Which is why nobody seems to care when a soldier makes it home. Thank you. That might sound better in tune. You know, for my next song, I'll probably have to wait till I get back from this short break.
Hey, amigo. No, don't amigo me. You bring people into this joint, they dirty my plates, and now I gotta work for a living.
Hey, help me play a practical joke.
Dream on. My old roomie Marcus just showed up. The one that says I got no sense of humor.
Davis, check the ladies' room. Anything in the alley? Feet! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Face down! Face down! Hands behind your head! Now! Do it now! Jamie Jackson, you're under arrest for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution for murder. Davis, cover.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Welcome to the O's. You see, the 90s are history, so we have to say hi and hello to the O's.
Wake me up in 01.
You know, I think the future is going to be very kind to Bobby Six Killer. Look what I pulled up on the internet. Look at that. A genuine bomb-throwing 60s radical.
Ugh. Jamie Jackson. This is a top 10 most wanted list from 1972.
Since 1972, since is the operative word here.
It's 25 years ago.
Yep, and he's been running around free as a bird for every single one of them, up until, oh, I would say 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, because that's is when you are going to bring him in.
I am?
You are. He's the 4th most wanted man in all of America.
That doesn't mean anything, by the way. The top 10 most wanted list was a PR gimmick that J. Edgar Hoover dreamed up.
Our Mr. Jackson isn't as warm and fuzzy as he looks. Your fugitive is a real, live terrorist. You see, Jackson, he ran around with the Weather Underground, planted a bomb in the chemistry lab over at the University of Southwest, blew an English professor to kingdom come.
Did he ever give a reason?
Protesting violence.
It works for me.
Look, a 25-year-old murder is still murder. A $100,000 bounty is fresher than this coffee.
Penny Young's jokes are fresher than this coffee. When did you make this?
Yesterday. Come on, let's go. I can smell his aftershave.
That's not aftershave, that's soup.
No, we're real close, pal. You know why? Because the feds lost him here less than 24 hours ago.
Well, then somebody here remembers him.
So, let me guess, they call you Dusty?
Only if they don't know me. Name's Jeff.
And Dusty is?
Product of some lawyer's imagination. Place is owned by some investors out of Chicago.
We heard you had a little excitement here yesterday.
You could say that, if you were big on understatement. And your interest is?
I'm Vince Black, this is Bobby Six Killer. We're bounty hunters. We just want to ask you some questions about this Jackson guy.
Like I told the feds, I don't know any Jamie Jackson. Deke Martin is a fair to middling guitar player. Never gave me a minute's trouble in the 3 months he was playing here.
Well, did he ever fill out a W-4 form?
He played for tips, I made him dinner. You want me to do a 1099 on his burgers?
Jackson, Martin, whatever his name is, was. Did he have any acquaintances here, anybody he talked to?
Went along, got along, kept to himself. Used to talk some Spanish to Carlos in the kitchen.
Carlos? There more of you?
Me parezco FBI?
Now that you mention it. Look, I already told the cops everything I know, which ain't much.
Well, I'm not a cop, but I am looking for your friend.
Some friend. That was a pretty good joke. He even gave me a wink.
Did he tell you where he might be headed?
Oh, now there's a question the feds forgot to ask.
Hey, maybe they didn't ask so nice.
Not hardly. The guy in charge kept threatening to make a phone call, send me back where I came from. And I hate New Jersey.
Well, they'll shoot him first and ask questions second. You know that.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
That's why it'd be better if we grabbed him. Negotiate a turnover. Real public.
Look. This was in his pocket. The feds took the jacket.
Gracias, amigo. Try this.
Hey, that's him. Temple Hill. It's about 150 miles from here. Come on, let's roll.
Thanks, man. Friday night I'll dedicate On the Road Again to you.
pulls out a can cookie, rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name, graveyards full of old black men, the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that calls the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
Go ahead. Sing the next verse.
What for, man?
Oh, that's my favorite verse. Wait, I'm a licensed bounty hunter. I'm a licensed bounty hunter. You're under arrest.
For the murder of Professor Warren Adrian.
Warren Adrian. The one man in the world I never wanted to kill. You lose the cuffs, man. I'm not going anywhere.
You can tell that to the FBI.
I'm tired of running, man. Tired of phony names, tired of no fixed address, tired of lying to everybody. Forget it. You wouldn't understand. I should have stopped running a long time ago.
Why didn't you?
Habit. Fear.
So after you blew up that chem lab, you just fled the scene of the crime and never looked back?
I dug in once in Fresno. Stayed almost 7 years. Met a girl. What was I gonna do? Get married? Support her? What? Every job I ever had, I had to leave before tax time.
Why did you say that Professor Adrian was one man you never wanted to kill?
Warren was my hero, man. A true believer. We were gonna blow up an empty building. No one was gonna get hurt. I did it. I bought the dynamite. I drove Warren to the chem lab. I watched him get vaporized. Wasn't very much of him left to bury.
All for what?
What were you doing in '72? You have to understand, man. There was a war going on. Not just in Vietnam. But here, too. You could have got killed having hair like ours. America was at war with her own children. 4 kids shot dead on the streets in Kent State by soldiers sworn to protect them. That damn draft.
I served my country.
Not at my lie, you didn't. We were right, you know. That chem lab was brewing up a new and improved batch of napalm. We were criminals of conscience. And we were doing the right thing.
You tell that to Warren Adrian. You tell that to his baby daughter.
Excuse me, who do I talk to about the 4th most wanted man in all of America?
The Bureau's most wanted list is not ranked. It's numbered strictly for convenience.
Well, then who do I speak to about Jamie Jackson?
cuffs.
You don't get to be in the top 10 without some talent.
Where's Jackson?
Hey, hold your water, all right? We got some details to work out first.
The only details that we need to work out are exactly how miserable we are going to make your existence if you don't cooperate with us.
I know what would make this taste better.
I can't wait. Oh, no thanks, man. I don't even smoke tobacco.
Smoke? No, man. Condiments. The spice of life. I am the condiment connoisseur. Here, check it out, see? Ketchup from Burger King, you know, Mickey D classic yellow mustard, mayo from Wendy's.
And they say fugitives miss out on the finer things of life.
Carl's Jr.'s barbecue sauce. Oh, man. This is it. The pièce de resistance. Horsey sauce from Arby's.
Horsey sauce?
Trust me.
That's good.
What's next?
Bobby's setting up a meeting with the FBI. Talk about your trade. You for 100 grand.
Is that a record?
Private bounties sometimes bring in more. But I tell you where the big bucks are. Corporate espionage.
Well, you don't strike me as the corporate type.
What? I forget to wear my tie today?
When's your partner due back?
What got in your shorts, huh? I'm a legitimate businessman doing a legitimate business here.
Jamie Jackson is my business, and no one gets in the way of my business.
And definitely not some long-haired Indian wearing $500 Tony Lamas and a damn tomahawk in his ear.
Who are you guys really? FBI or the fashion police?
Something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong. He's just not in his car, that's all.
My FBI ESP's telling me something's wrong. Trust me?
Yeah. Don't ask me why, but I do.
Jamie Jackson. Jamie Jackson. Oh, man, I thought you meant Jermaine Jackson. You know, like, Jermaine Jackson, Jackson 5, like that. You know what I mean? Listen, it's been really cool hanging out in your crib and all. You have your people call my people. Okay? Go. That's a hit, man. I love it.
Where are we going?
Where every good criminal goes, back to the scene of the crime.
The cellular customer you have called is out of the service area. Please try your call again later.
We drove right by him, you know.
Who's that?
Warren. Professor Adrian. He's buried in that old graveyard we just passed.
What'd they bury? He said he was vaporized in the explosion, which, by the way, is hard to do. How'd they identify him?
Phi Beta roach clip.
What?
He had his Phi Beta kappa key welded into a roach clip. Wore it on a leather thong around his neck. They found it in the lab.
Nothing else? No dental plates, fillings, bone shards?
Oh, man. I killed him. You know, I told you I set the timer for 15 minutes and I screwed up and it went off in 5. And I watched the best friend I ever had in the world go up in a ball of freaking flames. I still see it. Every night. Every time I close my eyes. I've been a dude with a beard for far too long.
You mind?
Oh.
Tricks of the trade, huh? An Arizona driver's license, Deacon Martin. One from Alabama, James Martin, got a library card from Cleveland. Jimmy Deacon?
I dye my hair black every time a Republican gets elected. Sort of like a mourning thing. You know, you'd look pretty groovy in a buzz cut.
Did you just say groovy?
Okay, so that's a clown burger, no onions or pickles, fries, and a medium soda. A clown burger.
No, excuse me? That was the no onions or pickles on the burger. I wanted just a regular clown burger.
There I am. Where have you been?
Huh?
Huh? Do you know that the FBI, they want to audit me from 1984 to 1992, and you are sitting on my $100,000 payday. Oh. What? You got that look.
What look?
That falsely accused man look. Say it ain't so.
There's something wrong with this case, Bobby.
The man confessed.
He told his girlfriend while he was leaving town.
As he was fleeing the scene to avoid prosecution, and that's why, by the way, he's worth 100 G's.
There's no body.
We don't need a body. We've got Jackson's.
Will you get me the file?
What?
I want to look at this case. If it ever made it to court, they wouldn't need Johnny Cochran to get this guy off.
Everyone, please remain seated. Especially you, both of you. Where is he? Look inside. Check the bathroom. Look at the damn kitchen this time. Now, you don't really want to obstruct a federal agent in pursuit of a fugitive, do you? Where is he?
J. Edgar Hoover, your order is ready. Mr. Hoover, your order is ready. J. Edgar Hoover.
No, don't shoot!
Get out of the way!
Do you only shoot first and ask questions later?
Bad move, Cochise. You're under arrest for aiding and abetting a federal fugitive.
So if I'm under arrest for treason or for whatever it is, why aren't we at CID?
We're just waiting for the results of the database search of your colorful history.
You're stalling, that's what you're doing. You're stalling because you don't have a case.
I disagree. You aided and abetted the escape of a desperate fugitive, Slick.
No. I got skunked for 100 G's by your precious fugitive. You think I set him loose?
There's a way to turn this into a win-win situation.
Yeah. Well, I like win-win situations.
Your operative.
Vince Black.
Vince Black. Your operative obviously created some kind of special rapport with this freak. We can use that.
How?
I want my collar. You want your $100,000. So, I'm deputizing you. As of 1700 hours, Greenwich Mean Time, you're a temporary assistant special agent tasked to the Jackson case. You bring them to me. Everyone gets what they want.
Why the horn for this guy in particular?
Jamie Jackson's a terrorist. He's one of America's most wanted fugitives. He's evaded FBI capture for more than 2 decades.
And made a fool out of you every time he got away.
Hey, he made a fool out of America, damn it.
May I? Please? Lieutenant William Donner, March 8th, 1972. POW or MIA?
MIA. Ejected from an A4 Skyhawk. 87 miles north and northwest of High Fawn Harbor. Hasn't been seen or heard from since.
Your brother?
My baby brother.
Well, you know it wasn't Jamie Jackson who shot him down.
No, he sure didn't, because he wasn't there, was he? He was perfecting his free love skills at Haight-Ashby while I was pulling shrapnel out of my butt at Da Nang.
So you're a Vietnam vet, too?
I had it easy. Got myself $1 million wound in 1971 and flew back home. Jackson and his college boyfriends, they came to my homecoming parade, and they spit on me.
Okay. Get me the case files.
What?
Hey, if I'm working for you and you want me to do my job, you gotta give me the case files.
Those are secured FBI files. Need to know clearance only.
I'm a new deputy FBI agent with a burning need to know. I'm on your side, man.
That cost me 3 fillings, 2 vertebrae, and I may never have children. How do you ride this thing all day, man? Jeez.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of like a horse, you know? You get to know each other. That was a pretty brave thing you did back there. Why?
Well, I didn't think you wanted to talk to the feds, Reno.
You knew?
Us infamous fugitives are a select bunch, and we keep tabs on each other.
So that's how you've managed to stay out there all these years? Underground Railroad?
Nah, the weathermen are long gone. You know, a few got serious and joined the PLO or the Red Brigade, but you know, most of them bought Volvos and joined the PTA. Every once in a while, I'll still see somebody with a SNCC symbol. SNCC, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Their logo was the original peace symbol. It's usually some trinket they bought at a garage sale. Reminds them of when they had hair. Well, I guess you can't go to the Policeman's Benevolent League.
What? The Association of Falsely Accused Former Police Officers? Huh.
Falsely accused? You're innocent?
Yeah. I'm innocent. I didn't kill Buzzy Burrell or Melissa Dixon. A crooked cop did. He pinned it on me.
And you've been running for
5 years, 4 months, and 16 days. But who's counting?
Well, it has its moments. No suits, no ties, no time clocks.
No one to answer to. Don't have to worry about anyone staying up late for you.
Yeah, got that right.
Sucks,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna beat my record, you gotta get good at this game. You ever considered growing a beard?
Yeah, Bobby, you got the case file? Uh-huh. Okay, look up the original police report. Oh, wait. Read me the inventory. You heard me? I need the autopsy. Yes, on the professor. I'll explain when I see you.
You certainly will. I'll meet you at 2 o'clock, right next to the campus library.
Okay.
Hey, I overpaid for this wiener, okay? All right. Here. You want to sing for your supper? Crawl in this vehicle here, huh? Look for a trace? A trace. It's a homing device. Don't they teach you guys anything in obedience school these days, huh? You don't get it. See, the feds had to put a tag on me in order to pounce on me like that. Talking to a dog. All right. I'll do it myself. You don't smell anything, do you? Come here, Fido.
Looks like your Indian is on the move.
Let's see if he's planning a reunion of Jackson 5.
to say hi.
You didn't.
No, but it was a fight.
There you go. The files you ordered, all on floppy disk. Their secrets unfolded to the initiated.
Where's the autopsy report?
Well, there wasn't one. The professor was identified by his effects.
What, a roach clip that anybody could have dropped?
Wait a minute, hold on. What are you getting at?
Professor Adrian, man. He was like a firefly in a searchlight. Everybody was so focused on Jackson and his story and his leaving the scene that nobody even paid attention to the so-called crime. I want you to bring up Adrian's personal belongings.
There you go.
Siddhartha, Sayings of Chairman Mao, Das Kapital, Jefferson Airplane. This guy was a classic. Who got his stuff? His parents?
No, the girlfriend and the daughter. Common law marriage.
Where's his car?
What car?
I'm guessing a VW bus with a Paisley paint job. Seriously. I mean, it was a commuter campus. He was a full professor. He had to have had a car.
There is no law against a guy who doesn't own a car.
Give it up. Man, you know I'm right. Something just doesn't add up. Jamie Jackson's not guilty.
They're serious.
I just have to prove it.
So now what?
Playing a hunch.
Hey, better gather up your sheep, little Bo Peep, and get the flock out of here.
Freeze! FBI! Marcus, no! Don't you know who that was?
You'll be safe here. This is one place the feds haven't found yet.
Where are you going?
Family reunion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a fire sale on famous fugitives. Objector, please. Let me introduce you to today's 2-for-1 special. Two hippie freaks on a $20,000 Harley shouldn't be all that hard to spot.
Yeah, so?
Shanti Adrian,
Call me Spaz. What do you want?
I want to talk to you about your dad.
I was just a rugrat when he died. Can't tell you a thing.
What about your mother?
We're married. Married, I guess I should say. She and my real dad were never legal.
What do you remember about him?
He was, way into the alternative thing. Gave me that hippie name, Shanti. Means peace. He was into causes and stuff. I really cared, you know. He was a scholar, big time. Phi Beta Kappa. Not that he cared about that kind of crap. See these pictures? Mom didn't want them. He kept everything. This used to be his house, you know.
Yeah. Your father loved you very much. He'd never abandon you. You dream about him sometimes? When you think about him, does he speak to you? Does he send you postcards?
No way. What are you talking about?
Shanti, a man is going to prison for the rest of his life for a crime he didn't commit. You say your dad cared. Is that what he'd want?
Where the heck have you been?
Woodstock. Never mind that. Just meet me where I'm going. Spotted the fleeing suspects traveling eastbound on Highway 11, 5 miles east of Fremont Road. Suspects are riding a black Harley-Davidson motorcycle, 2 Caucasian males, both with long hair.
That's it. He's mine.
Where are we? What's going on? Why?
Trust me. Professor Adrian.
Warren?
James. You finally found me.
Found you? I never looked for you.
Nobody ever looked for him. It was perfect.
Perfect? I don't understand.
He had it all planned, Jamie. Everything. You didn't screw up the timer. He rigged it. Don't you see? You never killed anyone.
But I was there. I saw...
You saw what he wanted you to see. I figure it went down like this. It was the professor's idea. He knew where to find the explosives. He picked the day. He picked the time. Am I right? But you had to plan ahead. Because your car was parked around back. So, Jamie, you set the timer, but he brought in the bomb. And when you set it down inside the building, you reset the timer to what? Ahead 10 minutes? It gave you plenty of time to get in your car and drive away. So the building blew sky high, but you left Jamie behind to take the fall.
No. I thought he'd get away. I planned for his escape.
Escape to what? Looking over my shoulder for 25 years?
Jamie, you don't understand.
No, Warren, you don't understand. You were my best friend. I mean, all this time I thought I took your life. And it turns out it was you that took mine.
It wasn't about the Weather Underground anymore, Jamie. It was the Bader-Meinhof gang.
Oh, come on.
Wait. You were recruited by Bader-Meinhof?
It wasn't recruiting. It was blackmail. They informed me that I was now a cell leader. And these guys weren't just bombing empty buildings. They were blowing 707s out of the skies.
So, you sold me out to save your own skin?
To save all our skins. They had everyone's names. Thomas, you, Melody, Jillian. I did the only thing I could think of to save our lives.
What? Betray us?
No, cut you loose. It was me they were after. Without the head, the body is useless.
Why me, Warren? Why set me up to take the fall?
I thought you had it in you, James. I picked you to sacrifice for the greater good.
Down! Into the line, Jackson. You too, Rain.
What are you pigs doing on my property?
That's it, Marcus. They're all going down.
Live at 5, this is Bobby Six Killer with exclusive footage of the capture of America's most wanted criminal, Jamie Jackson. Arranging the surrender terms is FBI Special Agent Marcus Donner. And you, sir, are?
My name is Professor Warren Adrian, and rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
mooses are smiling, they think it's a zoo. That's why the mooses like looking at you. So if you see mooses while lying in bed, it's best just to stay there pretending you're dead. The mooses will leave and you'll get the thrill of seeing the mooses go over the hill. Snack time! Hey! Kids I never had. Salvadoran refugees. I'm working off some of my hours doing daycare at the shelter.
Yeah, I heard they gave you community service and restitution.
Well, got a chem lab to pay for. It doesn't look like I'll be getting that Volvo anytime soon. Hey, you know, I got something for you. Found it at a garage sale.
Groovy.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you. I'll catch you down the road, Jim.
Which is why nobody seems to care when a soldier makes it home.
Okay. Right. It's over. Wherever she is now, it's much better. Lieutenant Dixon?
Yeah, what is it?
Lieutenant, I have a note on my patient roster that you're to be notified immediately when Valerie Prentice passes on.
Yes, and?
She died at 10:58 this evening. That was 30 minutes ago.
Okay, Dr. Long, now listen to me carefully. I need this information protected. It can't get out.
What do you mean this can't get out?
This is an ongoing homicide investigation, and it can't get out. I want you to gather everyone together who knows that Valerie Prentice is dead and have them wait for me. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Is everybody?
The whole banana.
Okay. I'm Lieutenant Dixon, Bay City Police Department. And I know Valerie Prentice looks very dead to all of you, but guess what? She's about to make a surprising recovery.
What are you talking about?
Her heart stopped 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I think we're going to ignore that little specific fact. You see, I'm a very gifted cop. I do faith healings. Say hallelujah, Frank.
Hallelujah.
You guys can't mess with hospital procedures like that. We've got to file a death report.
Before you decide what we can and we can't do, you might want to check with your hospital administrator.
We're sending a coroner's van for Miss Prentice. Have her down by the loading dock in 5 minutes.
By the way, if anyone should decide to freelance information on the death of Valerie Prentice, they're going to be charged as an accessory after the fact in the homicide of a police officer.
What about the next of kin? You've got to tell the family.
And spoil the miracle?
Don't mess with us. We're doing God's work.
Well, look what comes calling. Lieutenant State Press and his faithful companion, Sergeant Bubba Chuckaluck.
Well, I guess there's no need to ask you guys to jump to attention.
Oh, funny.
You know what's funny, Vin? Funny is you sitting here dripping snot all over this coffee table. Why don't you lay off the ferry desk before your brains turn to guacamole?
Anything you want, Lou. Yeah, I exist to please the lieutenants in the big building.
You guys come here to tell us something?
No, it's going to be on the news that Valerie Prentice is coming around. That means we finally got a shot at Reno Raines. Put out the right news story, he comes home.
About time we cleared his table.
Reno Raines is the only one who might figure us out. Because he's the only one still looking for an answer. Do this the way Dutch wants.
And get him cleaned up. You guys are supposed to be cops. Every time I come here, you look worse.
You know what, Donald? We're through taking orders from you. You want to talk to us, you call us on TAC frequency 10. We'll bring Reno down. But if we fall, you fall. So the best thing you can do is get amnesia about this whole operation.
Amnesia? If I'm going to forget this mess, I'm going to need a brain transplant.
For the details of this amazing story, we go to Queen of Angels Hospital in San Diego with Mary Johnson.
In a wonderful story of revival, Valerie Prentice, a victim of a motel shooting in Bay City, California 3 months ago, has awakened, literally coming back from the dead. Miss Prentice had been in a coma, and doctors did not feel that she would survive. But miracles do happen, and Miss Prentice opened her eyes at 6:30 last night and asked for Reno Raines. Reno Raines, her fiancé, was the San Diego cop working undercover in Bay City. Raines was involved in a shootout that claimed the life of another police officer, Sergeant Buzzy Burrell, and wounded Miss Prentice. Raines has been charged with the execution-style slaying of Sergeant Burrell and has not been seen since. We'll continue to track this story as it unfolds. Back to you.
Harry Wells.
Harry, this is Reno. She's awake.
Look, Reno, let me check it out, okay?
Look, ever since this happened, I've been nowhere. No past, no future. I've got to find out.
It feels like a trap, Reno.
I've got to see her. I'm coming home.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Hey. I feel like a fly on a wedding cake.
You shouldn't come to this place dressed like a BMW salesman.
Lonely brother in a sea of dudes. I'm glad you called us meet. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something ain't right.
Bunch of crooked cops try to kill me and hit my girlfriend instead. Then while they're all busy plugging up the leaks, they frame me for killing Sergeant Burrell. No kidding, something ain't right.
I don't trust this thing about Valerie waking up. What if it's true? What if it's a trap arranged by those crooked cops? I've been digging around in the Bay City Hall of Records. Found a girl you ought to talk to.
Yeah?
Her name is Anise Wilson. She's a payroll clerk. She payrolls city employees. She found 4 guys who were supposed to be pensioned off who were still receiving full salaries. She asked her supervisor about it. She got transferred to grunt work in the Hall of Records. She received a very ugly, anonymous phone call. Her life was threatened.
What is it, some kind of underground surveillance unit or something like that?
These guys could be the ones Burrell was working with. And if they are, we're talking about rogue cops still at large. They will not hesitate to close out your accounts. Val's the bait.
What if she's not, Harry? What if she woke up and I wasn't there?
Then you got your whole life to make it up to her.
I'll be careful. The press said she was at the Ocean View Convalescent Hospital.
So I think you should just run right on over there, Gomer.
All right, look. I'll take an extra step just to prove it out. I gotta see this thing through, Harry. Even if I go down trying. You with me, Harry?
In the game, Coach. Like always.
Ocean View Convalescent Hospital. Ocean View Eternal Rest Mortuary. Yesterday.
Sorry now. Reno Reigns, you're under arrest. Turn around and put him on the wall. You didn't do it. You did this to her. All of you. Y'all did it to her. All of you. You killed her.
Okay. It's all set up. It's in the county lockup in Raymond's tomorrow.
Time to chase the dragon, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, baby. You guys have completely lost it.
Value judgments, Dutch. How do you sort them all out?
I don't know. Maybe it's easier for me because I'm not a damn junkie.
The charge will be possession and use. Give him an hour, take him in. His urine will etch glass. They'll put him in Reno's cell block in the county slammer. We got a guard gonna leave a shiv in the shower, and old Tommy here, he's gonna run the gears. Right?
And across up. Oh. And good night.
Oh, 99. Hey, I'm disbanding this unit. You guys are out of control.
You know what a gelding is, Dutch?
Aren't you gonna tell me?
Yeah. A gelding is a horse who had his manhood snipped. A gelding can't reproduce, can't run as fast because all the fire is out of the belly. That's you. You've been neutered by the system. Now him and me, we're Mustangs.
Mustangs.
Wild horses. We're faster, stronger, and we got a clear purpose. So you tell me, Dutch, how does a gelding stop a Mustang?
I don't know, Lou. Backshoot him, maybe?
Here we come. Ready or not.
You guys get out of my car, Drift.
Nice tie.
Nice attitude.
You put the blade in there yet?
Not yet. Wait just before you both go in. And give him some room. I read his file. He's a martial artist.
Except it's gonna be kind of hard for him to fight with a 2-inch blade shoved in his kidney.
I know you two guys.
Maybe you should better order. This is my cellmate, Ronnie. Our house is next to yours. I got some flippity-flop for you. Tattoo?
Hey, no talking. Come on, let's go. You got a visitor.
You okay?
Yeah.
You've got to talk about this, Reno.
Yeah? Says who?
Reno, it's not your fault. She's dead.
Of course it's my fault. Now, you said you wanted me to talk, okay, so shut up, I'm talking. I had a part of me that needed her alive so I could dream. And a part of me that wanted her dead so I could live. And I could never put those two parts together. So I wrote my dramas carefully in my mind, threading through all the inconsistencies, keeping the motor running, And my fuel was ego and deceit.
What am I supposed to say?
Hey, she's gone, man. She's out of here. And I can't fix the fantasy anymore. She left me with a dilemma. I don't know who the hell I am anymore. And worse than that, I don't care. Because I'm just residue. And I pulled her into the game. And she went down hard. And it's my fault. There's no changing that. It's the truth.
Need to get some help.
No. I need to get even. And I need to get lucky. And I need to get started. So if I'm not the hero, then what if I'm the heavy? I loved her, man.
You awake?
Yeah.
You're in trouble, Tattoo.
Go on, make your pitch, or leave me alone.
The buzz in here is that you're headed for the daisy patch. They're gonna hit you in the shower.
Yeah?
Yeah. Last night they came by and they bought a shiv from my cellmate, Ronnie. He makes the best shivs in the joint. Listen, a guard bought one. And I think they're planning for you to wear it in your back.
Hey, thanks. I'll try to get you some cash. It's worth something. I don't know how much scratch I can get together.
Hey, you the same Reno Raines that went in that burning building on Mayflower Street and brought those 3 little kids out?
Yeah, that was when I was still on patrol.
Those were my kids. I was in Chino, man, doing a nickel. And you saved my kids. So like this is gonna be free service from my tree service. We're gonna be clearing out some of this prison overgrowth. You dig?
Okay, you just keep the door open, the place empty. I'll take care of myself. And thanks.
Hey, we'll be there.
You guys wait. Need to be deloused before the shower. Yeah.
Most fatal accidents happen a block from your home.
Funny. Throw in my pants, will you?
Hey, this guy's a cop. He busted me once.
Good, then I can use his wrist ID. Yeah, we gotta take care of that yard hack. Outside, we gotta get him out of the way.
Don't worry about it. Mr. Kemper Freeman is presently indisposed. My man Ronnie's sitting on his head. In a minute, he'll be in a laundry bin with his socks stuffed in his mouth.
I need 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes to pull this off. Can you cover me?
Write me a postcard. Good luck.
Thanks for all your help, man. You saved my life. Yeah, this is Lieutenant Bickford. I need a special circumstances release for prisoner number 34379-7. Yeah, put that on a quick release form from TPC. This guy's undercover and I gotta pull him fast. He's been made. No? No, he was attached to a P unit. Yeah, I'll wait. Yeah? Sergeant Tommy Vinn. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you. Yellow cab? Yeah, this is Bob Kunkel. You send a cab to the San Diego County Jail in an hour. Tell him to wait on the Madison side. Keep the meter going. I'll pay for the waiting time. Right. Thank you.
Bobby, it's Reno.
Good. Go ahead and put him on the speakerphone. Reno, how are you and where are you?
Look, I don't have much time to explain, but I'm gonna need your help. I've got myself jammed up against kind of a big problem here.
What kind of problem?
Well, I'm in the San Diego County Jail.
You're what?
Reno, that's the end of the line.
Bobby.
I don't intend to stay here, okay? I got a shimmy. I got something working, okay? If it goes down the way I want it to go down, I'll be out of here in 20 minutes. But I'm gonna need your help. And I was sort of wondering if you wouldn't mind heading in this direction.
We're traveling already.
Say a prayer. I'm gonna need it. Let's go. Come on.
Now roll up, pal. Let's go.
I'll be glad to get out of here.
For a county jail? It's a pretty tough joint. You hear they killed a guy in the showers this morning?
What was his name?
According to the ID, it's that ex-cop, Reno Raines. Took a prison shiv in the back.
Like I said, I'll be glad to get out of here.
Your gear's in the regular.
Services building on the corner of Norman and Wiltern.
I'm Bickford. This is Dixon. We're here to ID the body sent over from county jail.
Right. Reno Raines. He was murdered. Stab wound to the right ventricle cavity. Renal damage, heart puncture, regular hole in one.
Yeah, well, I can get the organ recital from the crime report. Come on. Let's do it. Damn! Okay. Take care of it. Meet me back in the office in 40 minutes. I'll check the county lockup. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I think we've been had.
This guy's a cop, man. Tommy Vinn.
This is 1L20. I want a county prisoner check on Reno Raines. Get Kemper Freeman to make the visual ID. This guy's lost in the system somewhere. I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe he's still inside.
Oh, Dutch. At least this is getting real basic for us. Now you're gonna say goodbye and do it careful. You try to send a C code, I'll whack you right here.
This is 1L20 out.
That's very good. Where are you packing?
Belt?
Reach around with this hand. Take it out and give it to me. You get your finger caught in that trigger guard, you're gonna hate the results. We're gonna go for a little walk. And remember, I'm not a guy who has much left to live for, so don't get heroic.
Look, turn yourself in, Range. You're making a big mistake. I can help you.
Is Tommy Vinn trying to help me too?
Okay, now look, let me set you straight on that. Tommy Vinn, 3 other officers, including Burrell, were a special undercover team assigned to my office. They were pensioned off so they wouldn't show up on the police department roster. That's it, that's all.
Only they're still being payrolled by the county clerk's office.
That was a mistake. They needed to be paid, and the COD wanted it done through county payroll.
The chief of detectives is in on this?
That's right. This whole thing is sanctioned all the way up to the super chief.
How does it work? Are they surveilling known criminals?
Yeah, they're doing break-ins. Go through the perp stuff, find out what he's working on, phone in anonymous tips. But they're starting to get goofy. They're running games on innocent civilians, turning to complete wackadoos.
Yeah. Where do you come in all this, Dutch?
I'm on the sidelines, man. All I can do is watch.
Sidelines? And who put Sergeant Vinn in jail and set him up with a homemade shank?
Well, that's kind of a long story. Rather than mess with that, why don't we just do this?
Lieutenant Dixon, that's Reno Range. He's a cop killer. Go!
Sorry. It's all over the news. They're saying you killed this undercover cop, switch ID bracelets, then kidnap Lieutenant Dixon. Talk to me, Reno. Talk to me.
I'm screwing up, Harry. Every move I make works against me.
Well, maybe you should slow down.
This situation isn't going to stay stable much longer. I mean, there's too much at stake. These rogue cops are out of control. Everybody's at risk now.
What are you talking about?
It's some kind of undercover police unit. Chief Murphy sanctioned it. Burrell was in it. Lieutenant Dixon is attached to it. Now the brass has lost control over it. Okay? I mean, it's all freelancing jobs. It's what I was going on back last August when I infiltrated them. Before they tried to kill me and got Val by mistake.
If they're underground, we won't find them.
I've been giving that some thought, too. Check it out. This is Tommy Vinn's clothing. Okay? I got it when I was released under his name. And check this out.
The old reliable matchbook cover.
Mm-hmm.
Rocking Horse Saloon. Ocean Boulevard. That's down by the pier.
Look at this gas receipt.
Center Street, downtown. Earplugs.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But they were in his vest pocket.
Maybe he's got loud neighbors.
Can we send somebody down there to this bar and the gas station? Pass around a description of Tommy Vinn? Maybe somebody saw something or remembers him. I called Bobby Six Killer. I thought we might want to bring him in on this.
Six Killer?
Yeah.
That bounty hunter? I wouldn't trust him to hold my wallet in a police station.
Well, I've been on the run. He and his sister have been the only ones that have helped me, besides you.
What are you going to do while I'm running down these copious leads?
Well, you know that girl on city payroll?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I might have a talk with her. Can you set it up?
Cool. Stay put.
I'll stay. I just want to know one thing. How are those checks delivered?
By courier.
I need the address.
I have it here. I suppose I could get it at the office.
I don't want anyone to know you're getting it. It could be dangerous. You have to be careful.
You know, Mr. Raines, these people make me so angry. I was just doing my job.
And now I'm shuffling paper in a county basement. Perry Wells vouched for you, and that's good enough for me. Besides, you're doing something. And that's a lot more risky than my opening up a file and getting a courier's receipt. I'll be careful. Where can I reach you?
You can. I have to get in touch with you. Do you have an office phone number?
Olive Record in East Wilson?
It's Reno.
Oh, I've got it. The payroll deliveries are made to 3 places. A street corner, 6th and Center Avenue, 1 to Mylar Street and Adams Boulevard, and 1 to Sackett and Heath. Does that help?
I don't know yet, but thanks. Center Street and 6th, Mylar and Adams, Sackett and Heath.
Center and 6th is near the marina. Mylar and Adams is near the airport. And Sackett and Heath is the south side. We should just pick one and hope we're right.
Earplugs. Let's hit the airport.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a top flight reservation tactical assault bow and arrow squad on the way.
Bow and arrow?
These Indians are packing plastic Glocks with banana clips. Where do you want them to meet us?
Mylar and Adams by the airport.
Got it. Mr. Wells.
I went to college. I thought I left all this behind.
Let's go.
Check.
Have no fear, the master key is here. Cousin, how are you? Reno Raines, my cousin Larry White Eagle, and the posse.
Nice to meet you. You know how to use that?
Larry's got a silver star and a 3 oak leaf cluster from Nam. There's not a gun made that he can't shoot better than the factory rep.
Who are you, Pilgrim? Oh, a soon-to-be disbarred ADA of Bay City, California.
Well, in that case, we got ourselves an extra Mac 10. You gonna complain or you want to cut some wheat?
You're so colorful. Why don't I just take pictures?
I'm beginning to like you, Pilgrim.
There's 3 or 4 square blocks fenced off here.
We're gonna have to go house to house.
We'll look for tire tracks in the dirt and in the driveways.
Let's spread out. We'll use a whippoorwill call.
All right, I'm gonna stay with the tenderfoots to give them guidance.
Good, let's go.
Right, we're gone. Thanks for the tip. We're out of here. This hideout's been compromised. Let's go! And the order's passed. I want to be gone in 10 minutes. Unfriendlies, gentlemen. Let's move it. Let's go! Move!
off the table, Frank. We gotta shut this down. There they are. Here it comes.
All frequencies, 3 male Caucasians in a gray Suburban, westbound on Mylar Avenue. All units apprehend and hold for questioning.
We gotta end this, Sergeant, or wear it.
What do you want to do, Dutch?
I'll take them up on the road on Palomar and run them off.
Man, they're cops.
They're witnesses.
Son of...
Get him!
Little gentlemen, get your hands up. Hands up, both of you. I wouldn't. Not unless you want permanent checkout.
What are you doing, Raines? You're a wanted man. You can't arrest us. The witnesses are down there. Seems to me you're out of options.
Maybe I'll send you both over with him.
Well, I'm betting that's just not in you.
You were in charge of this unit. Burrell was operating off of your orders.
Supposition. You kill us, you're gonna fry for it. Everybody loses.
It's worth it.
We've got to get him, man. He knows. Well, that's exactly why we don't want him arrested. We'll take him off the board. His time is coming.
We come into this world with nothing, and we depart with nothing. From ashes art thou raised, and to ashes shalt we return. Whosoever believeth in me, yet shall he...
I guess there are some things that'll never make any sense. My road has taken some very desolate turns. Friends pass on, lovers become strangers, and memories make lonesome companions. My father told me once that you can make more sense of life looking back at it than when you're living it. I guess I'll have to wait and try to figure out what this all means. But I knew one thing. Val's song was clear and rich, and it ended way too soon. I loved her. It was devastating to hear it end, but I had no choice. I was forced to leave her there and move on.
The night is coming quickly. The stars are on their way. As I stare into the evening, looking for the words to say. soldier, just a boy that's far from home. And I saw that I was just like him, all upon this earth I roam. And there may not be any big parades if I ever make it back, 'cause I come home undercover to a world that can't keep track of the heroes who have fallen, let alone the ones who won't. Which is why nobody seems to care when a soldier makes it home.
Thank you. That might sound better in tune. You know, for my next song. I'll probably have to wait till I get back from this short break.
Hey, amigo. No, don't amigo me. You bring people into this joint, they dirty my plates, and now I gotta work for a living. Hey, help me play a practical joke. Dream on. My old roomie Marcus just showed up. The one that says I got no sense of humor.
Hey, check the ladies' room. Anything in the alley? Feet! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Face down! Face down! Hands behind your head! Now! Do it now! Jamie Jackson, you're under arrest for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution for murder. Davis, cover.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Welcome to the O's. You see, the 90s are history, so we have to say hi and hello to the O's.
Wake me up in 01.
You know, I think the future is going to be very kind to Bobby Six Killer. Look what I pulled up on the internet. Look at that. A genuine bomb-throwing 60s radical.
Ugh. Jamie Jackson. This is a top 10 most wanted list from 1972.
Since 1972, since is the operative word here.
It's 25 years ago.
Yep, and he's been running around free as a bird for every single one of them, up until, I would say, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, because that's is when you are going to bring him in.
I am?
You are. He's the 4th most wanted man in all of America.
That doesn't mean anything, by the way. The top 10 most wanted list was a PR gimmick that J. Edgar Hoover dreamed up.
Our Mr. Jackson isn't as warm and fuzzy as he looks. Your fugitive is a real, live terrorist. You see, Jackson, he ran around with the Weather Underground, planted a bomb in the chemistry lab over at the University of Southwest, blew an English professor to kingdom come.
Did he ever give a reason?
Protesting violence.
It works for me.
Look, a 25-year-old murder is still murder. A $100,000 bounty is fresher than this coffee.
Penny Young's jokes are fresher than this coffee. When did you make this?
Yesterday. Come on, let's go. I can smell his aftershave.
That's not aftershave, that's soup.
No, we're real close, pal. You know why? Because the feds lost him here less than 24 hours ago.
Well, then somebody here remembers him.
So, let me guess, they call you Dusty?
Only if they don't know me. Name's Jeff.
And Dusty is?
Product of some lawyer's imagination. Place is owned by some investors out of Chicago.
We heard you had a little excitement here yesterday.
You could say that, if you were big on understatement. And your interest is?
I'm Vince Black, this is Bobby Six Killer. We're bounty hunters. We just want to ask you some questions about this Jackson guy.
Like I told the feds, I don't know any Jamie Jackson. Deke Martin is a fair to middling guitar player. Never gave me a minute's trouble in the 3 months he was playing here.
Well, did he ever fill out a W-4 form?
He played for tips. I made him dinner. You want me to do a 1099 on his burgers?
Jackson, Martin, whatever his name is, was. Did he have any acquaintances here, anybody he talked to?
Went along, got along, kept to himself. Used to talk some Spanish to Carlos in the kitchen. Carlos? There more of you?
Me parezco FBI?
Now that you mention it. Look, I already told the cops everything I know, which ain't much.
Well, I'm not a cop, but I am looking for your friend.
Some friend. That was a pretty good joke. He even gave me a wink.
Did he tell you where he might be headed?
Oh, now there's a question the feds forgot to ask.
Hey, maybe they didn't ask so nice.
Not hardly. The guy in charge kept threatening to make a phone call, send me back where I came from. And I hate New Jersey.
Well, they'll shoot him first and ask questions second. You know that.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
That's why it'd be better if we grabbed him. Negotiate a turnover. Real public.
Look,